Can't stop thinking about your ex even though you know they're toxic. Feel pulled back to them no matter how hard you try to move on. Keep dreaming about them every night. Your ex might have done witchcraft on you. And right now, you're under a spell that's controlling your emotions, blocking your blessings, and keeping you trapped. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 10 unmistakable signs your ex used magic on you, and exactly how to break free. Sign number 10 is so obvious that once you see it, you'll know for certain whether you've been hexed. If you can't move on from your ex and it doesn't make sense why, this video will give you answers and freedom. Let's begin. Before we dive into the signs, you need to understand why exes use witchcraft and what they're trying to accomplish. When a relationship ends, some people can't accept it. They're obsessed with you. They want you back. They want to control you. Or they're so bitter and angry that they want to punish you for leaving or moving on. Instead of dealing with the breakup healthily, they turn to magic. They might pay someone to do a spell on you. Do spells themselves after watching videos online. Visit a witch, root worker, or spiritual person to bind you. Use folk magic passed down in their family. Even unconsciously send such strong negative energy that it acts like a curse. The most common types of witchcraft exes use are love-binding spells, to keep you emotionally attached and unable to move on. Obsession spells, to make you think about them constantly and come back. Separation spells, to ruin your new relationships so you stay single. Revenge hexes, to make your life difficult as punishment. Blockage curses, to prevent you from being happy without them. Here's the truth, not every ex who does these things knows they're doing magic. Some intentionally go to practitioners. Others are just so consumed with jealousy, anger, or obsession that their intense emotions create spiritual attacks that function like spells. Either way, the result is the same. You're stuck. You can't move forward. You feel controlled by an invisible force pulling you back to someone who's bad for you. Today, I'm going to give you 10 clear signs that your ex has done witchcraft on you. If you recognize multiple signs, you'll know for certain. And at the end, I'll tell you exactly what to do to break free. Let's start with sign number 1. Sign number 1, you can't stop thinking about them. The first sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that you cannot stop thinking about them no matter how hard you try. This isn't normal missing someone. This is obsessive, intrusive thoughts that dominate your mind constantly. You wake up thinking about them. They're the last thought before you sleep. Throughout the day, your mind keeps returning to them even when you're trying to focus on other things. Here's what this looks like. Intrusive thought patterns, their face pops into your mind randomly. You're at work, thinking about them. You're with friends, distracted by thoughts of them. You're trying to enjoy your life, but they're always there mentally. You replay memories obsessively, you keep going over the same conversations, moments, and experiences. Your mind is stuck in loops, replaying the relationship like a broken record. You check their social media compulsively. You know you shouldn't look, but you can't help yourself. You check multiple times a day. You analyze their posts. You look at who they're following. It's an addiction you can't break. You talk about them constantly. Your friends are tired of hearing about your ex, but you can't stop bringing them up. Every conversation somehow circles back to them. The thoughts feel external, this is key. It doesn't feel like your own natural thoughts. It feels like something is forcing you to think about them. Like thoughts are being placed in your mind from outside. Normal breakup healing means you gradually think about your ex less over time. With witchcraft, the opposite happens. Months or even years later, you're thinking about them just as much or more than when you first broke up. I know someone who couldn't stop thinking about her ex for 3 years. Every day, all day. She tried everything, therapy, dating other people, staying busy. Nothing worked. Then a spiritual person told her it wasn't natural. They did a spell removal ritual. Within 2 weeks, the obsessive thoughts stopped. she could finally think clearly again. If you can't stop thinking about your ex and it feels compulsive and invasive, that's sign number 1. But it gets more specific. Let's look at sign number 2. Sign number 2, you feel magnetically pulled back to them. The second sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that you feel a magnetic, almost physical pull back to them despite knowing they're wrong for you. This goes beyond just missing them or having feelings. This is an inexplicable force that feels like it's literally pulling you back to them. You know with your mind that they're toxic, that the relationship was unhealthy, that you shouldn't go back. But your emotions and your body don't care about logic. Here's what this magnetic pull looks like. You keep going back. Every time you break up or create distance, you end up back together. You don't even understand why. You just feel compelled to reach out or respond when they contact you. You feel it physically. This is weird but real. Some people describe it as a pulling sensation in their chest or stomach. A physical feeling drawing them toward their ex. You make excuses for toxic behavior. They treated you terribly, but you find yourself making excuses. They were going through a hard time. I wasn't perfect either. They'll change. You're rationalizing things you'd never accept from anyone else. You sabotage other relationships. When you try to date someone new, you can't connect. You compare everyone to your ex. You find yourself pulling away from good people because something invisible keeps you tied to your ex. You can't explain it to others. Friends and family ask why you won't move on, and you have no good answer. You know it doesn't make sense, but you feel powerless to resist. Distance doesn't help. Even if you move to another city or block them everywhere, you still feel pulled back. Physical distance doesn't break the pull. This magnetic force is the hallmark of binding spells. When someone does a binding on you, they create energetic chains that keep you tethered to them. Your free will is compromised. You're being pulled by an invisible leash. Normal relationships, even hard ones, don't create this magnetic pull. When a relationship is truly over, you might be sad, but you can move forward. With witchcraft, you're stuck in place, unable to move forward despite desperately wanting to. If you feel this inexplicable pull back to your ex that defies all logic, that's sign number 2. Now let's look at what happens when you try to move on. Sign number 3, new relationships keep failing mysteriously. The third sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that every new relationship or romantic interest mysteriously fails, often in the same patterns. When an ex does separation work or blockage spells on you, they're ensuring you can't be happy with anyone else. If they can't have you, no one can. Your new relationships are spiritually sabotaged. Here's what this looks like. Patterns repeat with different people. Every new person you date, the same problems occur. Arguments about nothing. Sudden breakups. Trust issues. Communication breakdowns. Different people, identical problems. That's not coincidence. Perfect relationships fall apart suddenly. You meet someone amazing. Everything's going great. Then suddenly, for no clear reason, it ends. They ghost you. They change their mind. Something unexplainable happens. This pattern repeats with multiple people. You can't connect emotionally. Even with good people, you can't connect. Something feels blocked. You're emotionally unavailable. You're there physically but can't open your heart. There's a wall you can't explain. Jealous ex appears when you move on. Every time you start seeing someone new, your ex magically finds out. They reach out. They create drama. They interfere. It's like they have a psychic alert system that goes off when you try to move forward. Your dates have bad experiences. People you date tell you they feel uncomfortable around you. They sense weird energy. They have nightmares about you. They feel like something's off. The spell on you is affecting them too. You keep comparing everyone to your ex. No one measures up. Everyone has flaws that your ex supposedly didn't have. You're seeing other people through a spell that makes your ex seem better than they were. This is called separation work or blocking work in root work and witchcraft. The purpose is to ensure you stay single or can't be happy with anyone else. It's extremely common for bitter exes to pay practitioners to do this. I know a man who went through 7 relationships in 3 years. All ended the same way. The women would suddenly say they felt something dark around him and leave. He thought he was cursed. Turns out his ex-wife had been paying someone to do separation work on him the entire time. Once he discovered it and had it removed, his 8th relationship turned into a happy marriage. If your new relationships keep failing in mysterious ways, that's sign number 3. But let's look at what happens while you're sleeping. Sign number 4, constant dreams and nightmares about your ex. The 4th sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that you have constant dreams or nightmares featuring your ex, often of a specific nature. When someone does witchcraft on you, they can access you through the dream realm. You're most vulnerable when sleeping because your conscious defenses are down. Dreams are how spells manifest and maintain their hold. Here's what witchcraft dreams look like. Frequent sexual dreams. You keep having sexual or romantic dreams about your ex. These dreams feel incredibly real and leave you emotionally attached when you wake up. This is a common feature of love-binding spells. Nightmares where they harm you. You dream they're attacking you, betraying you, or causing you pain. You wake up anxious and disturbed. This is psychological warfare through the dream realm. Dreams where you're back together. You dream the relationship is perfect. You're happy together. Then you wake up disappointed and longing for them. These dreams keep you emotionally invested. You see them with someone else, jealousy dreams where they're happy with a new partner. You wake up angry, hurt, or anxious. These dreams keep you emotionally reactive to them. The dreams feel placed. This is hard to explain, but you can tell the difference. Natural dreams feel like your subconscious processing. Witchcraft dreams feel like they're being sent to you. There's an external quality to them. You wake up drained. After dreaming about your ex, you wake up exhausted, emotionally heavy, or feeling like your energy was stolen. That's because it was. Dream access allows them to drain you. Some practitioners specifically teach dream work in love spells, how to access someone through their dreams to maintain attachment. If your ex knows anything about magic, they might be doing this intentionally. Even if they're not consciously sending dreams, strong obsession and negative emotion toward you can unconsciously create these dream intrusions. If you're having frequent, vivid dreams about your ex that leave you feeling controlled or drained, that's sign number 4. Now let's talk about what happens to your life. Sign number 5. Your life started falling apart after the breakup. The 5th sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that your life suddenly started falling apart in multiple areas after the breakup, beyond normal heartbreak struggles. When an ex does revenge work on you, they're trying to make your life difficult as punishment. They want you to suffer because you left, rejected them, or moved on. This type of witchcraft creates chaos in your life across multiple areas. Here's what post-breakup hexes look like. Sudden financial problems. After the breakup, money issues appeared. You lost your job. Unexpected expenses piled up. Opportunities fell through. Money disappears through strange circumstances. Your finances were fine during the relationship but crashed after. Health problems with no clear cause. You develop mysterious physical symptoms doctors can't explain. Chronic pain. Fatigue. Headaches. Anxiety. Depression. Your health declined significantly after the split. Bad luck in all areas. It's not just one thing. Multiple areas of your life are struggling simultaneously. Career problems. Family issues. Friend drama. Accidents. Everything goes wrong at once. You feel cursed. You tell people, I feel cursed, or, everything went downhill after we broke up. You sense something unnatural about your string of bad luck. Things break around you, electronics malfunction. Your car keeps breaking. Appliances stop working. It's like you're carrying an energy that breaks things. You lost your spark. Before the relationship or during it, you were vibrant, successful, and happy. After the breakup, it's like your light went out. You lost your drive, passion, and joy. Normal breakups are hard, but your life doesn't usually collapse. You're sad, maybe distracted, but you can still function. When witchcraft is involved, it's like everything goes wrong at once in ways that feel orchestrated. The timing is the tell. If your life was okay or improving, you broke up, and then everything immediately started falling apart across multiple areas, someone likely did work on you. I know a woman whose career, health, and finances all crashed within 3 months of leaving her boyfriend. She went from thriving to barely surviving. Someone told her to check if he'd done work on her. She investigated and found voodoo dolls with her hair in his apartment when she picked up her stuff. Once she had the hexes removed, her life stabilized within a month. If your life collapsed after your breakup in ways that feel unnatural, that's sign number 5. But let's look at something even more obvious. Sign number 6, you found evidence of spell work. The 6th sign your ex did witchcraft on you, and this one is irrefutable, is that you actually found physical evidence of spell work. Sometimes people aren't subtle. They leave traces. And if you find these items, you have proof, not just suspicion. Here's what spell work evidence looks like. Jars or bottles with your items. You find a jar with your hair, nails, photos, or name written on paper. This is classic spell jar work used for binding, controlling, or hexing. Candles with your name. Candles that have your name carved in them or written on paper underneath. Candle magic is extremely common in love and control work. Your photos altered, your pictures with pins stuck in them, burned, torn, buried, or placed in strange locations. Photo magic is ancient and effective. Your clothing or personal items missing, items you know you had disappeared. Hair from your brush vanished. Clothing items you can't find. Practitioners need personal items to work spells, so they steal them. Strange powders or liquids. You find powder sprinkled in your space, strange liquids on your doorstep, or substances placed where you'll walk over them. This is root work, placing spelled materials in your path. Symbols or sigils, weird symbols drawn in places you wouldn't notice. Under rugs, inside closets, behind furniture. These are charged sigils meant to influence you. Dolls or puppets, finding a doll that represents you, possibly with pins in it or tied up. This is classic puppet magic for control or harm. Buried items on your property, things buried in your yard or near your home. Jars, eggs with names inside, or other ritual items placed to affect you. If you find any of these things, you're not paranoid. You have concrete evidence your ex, or someone they hired, did work on you. This isn't speculation, it's proof. What to do if you find evidence? Don't touch it with your bare hands. Take photos for documentation. Dispose of it properly, burn it, throw in running water, or bury far from your home. Get a spiritual cleansing immediately. Protect your space to prevent more work. Finding evidence is the clearest sign, but not everyone finds physical proof. The spiritual signs are just as valid. Let's continue with sign number 7. Sign number 7, psychics or spiritual people tell you. The 7th sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that multiple psychics, spiritual people, or sensitive individuals tell you unprompted that you have work on you. Sometimes you need confirmation from people who can see spiritually. If someone with gifts tells you you've been hexed or bound, and you hadn't even asked about it, take it seriously. Here's how this manifests. Unprompted warnings. A psychic, spiritual advisor, or even a stranger with sensitivity tells you someone did work on you without you asking. They sense it. Multiple people say the same thing. If one person mentions it, you might dismiss it. But if 3 different spiritual people independently tell you the same thing, believe them. They describe your ex without knowing. They say, a woman with dark hair who's very jealous, or a man who can't let go, and it perfectly matches your ex. They're seeing the spiritual source. They see cords or attachments. Energy workers who see auras tell you they see cords attached to you, or dark energy around your heart chakra, or blockages specifically related to relationships. They feel uncomfortable around you. Sensitive people tell you being around you feels heavy or dark. They sense the energy of the spell work on you. Animals react strangely. Cats and dogs can sense spiritual things. If animals that normally like people are scared of you or act weird around you, they're sensing the spiritual attack. Be careful of scammers who claim everyone has curses just to sell their services. But legitimate spiritual people who sense work on you without you asking or paying them are probably accurate. If multiple sensitive people have told you something's wrong spiritually, especially related to relationships or your ex, that's sign number 7. Now let's look at your intuition. Sign number 8, you just know something isn't right. The 8th sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that you just know something isn't right. Your intuition is screaming that something unnatural is happening. Your gut feeling is often the most accurate indicator. Deep down, you sense that what you're experiencing isn't normal heartbreak. Something else is going on. Here's what intuitive knowing feels like. You feel it in your body. There's a heaviness, a sense of being watched, or a feeling of invisible chains. Your body knows something's wrong even if your mind tries to rationalize it. The thoughts feel foreign. The obsessive thoughts about your ex don't feel like your own. They feel placed, external, like someone else's thoughts in your head. You sense your ex's presence. Even when they're not around, you feel them. You sense they're thinking about you. You feel their energy interfering in your life. You know they're capable of it. Your ex is the type who would do this. They've talked about magic, mentioned knowing people who do spells, or you know they come from a culture or family where this is practiced. The timing is too convenient. Right after you broke up or right after they found out you moved on, your life went haywire. The timing feels orchestrated. You've researched and recognized the signs. You started Googling signs of love spell or how to know if you're hexed, and you're recognizing yourself in everything you're reading. Your dreams tell you, you've had dreams where your ex admits to doing work on you, or you see them with a practitioner, or you dream of breaking chains. Your subconscious is giving you information. Trust your intuition. It's your soul's radar for spiritual danger. If your gut is telling you something isn't natural about your situation, you're probably right. Many people who discover they were hexed say, "I knew it. I felt it but didn't want to believe it." Your intuition knows before your conscious mind accepts it. If your intuition is screaming that something spiritual is wrong, that's sign number 8. Now let's look at one of the most telling signs. Sign number 9, your ex shows signs of practicing magic. The 9th sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that your ex shows clear signs of practicing or being interested in magic, witchcraft, or spiritual work. If they have the interest and knowledge, they might have the capability to work on you. Look at their behaviors, interests, and background. Here are signs your ex practices or uses magic. They talk about manifestation and spell work. They mention doing spell work, manifesting, or using energy work. They're open about practicing magic or following witchcraft content. They follow witchcraft accounts. Their social media follows witches, root workers, tarot readers, or spell casters. They share content about magic, manifestation, or spiritual practices. They have spiritual items. You've seen candles everywhere, crystals strategically placed, altars in their home, jars filled with strange things, or books on magic and spell work. They come from a culture that practices. They're from a culture where hoodoo, voodoo, brujeria, santeria, or other magical traditions are common. They grew up with family members who did this work. They've mentioned doing work before. They've talked about doing spells on others, using magic to get what they want, or having someone teach them how to handle enemies. They threatened you. During the breakup, they said things like, "You'll never be happy without me, you'll come back, no one else will want you, or you'll regret this." These sound like declarations, but they're actually curse statements. They have a reputation. Other people they dated have similar stories. Everyone who's been with them struggles to move on or has weird experiences after the breakup. They consult spiritual workers, they visit psychics, root workers, or spiritual advisors regularly. They've mentioned paying for spell work or having rituals done. You've seen them do small magic. They do little rituals, like burning things, burying items, or using oils and herbs in specific ways. You witness their magical practice. If your ex shows multiple signs of being involved in magical practice, and you're experiencing the other signs on this list, connect the dots. They have the interest, the knowledge, and possibly the skills to do work on you. Now we're ready for the final and most obvious sign. Sign number 10. Everything changes when you spiritually cleanse. The 10th and most undeniable sign your ex did witchcraft on you is that everything dramatically changes when you do spiritual cleansing or protection work. This is the confirmation test. If you do cord cutting, spiritual baths, or spell removal work and suddenly feel completely different, that proves something spiritual was affecting you. Here's what happens when you cleanse spell work. Immediate relief. Within hours or days of doing cleansing work, the obsessive thoughts stop. The pull weakens. You feel lighter. If the change is dramatic and immediate, it confirms something spiritual was removed. You can think clearly again, your mind clears. You can see the relationship and your ex accurately without the foggy obsession. You remember why you left. You see their flaws clearly. The dreams stop. After cleansing and protection work, the dreams about your ex stop or decrease dramatically. They no longer have dream access to you. You feel like yourself again, your personality returns. Your joy comes back. Friends say you're back. You seem like yourself again. The spell was suppressing your true self. New relationships work. After spell removal, you can finally connect with new people. Relationships work. The blockage is gone. You're free to move forward. Your life improves. After cleansing, your finances stabilize, your health improves, opportunities appear. The curse is broken, so your life can flow again. Your ex reacts. Sometimes after you cleanse, your ex suddenly contacts you, acts strangely, or has problems. When spell work breaks, it can backfire on the person who sent it. You feel indifferent. The biggest sign, you genuinely don't care about your ex anymore. No anger. No longing. Just indifference. True freedom. The test is simple. Do spiritual cleansing work. If nothing changes, maybe it wasn't witchcraft. But if everything shifts dramatically, you have your answer. I know someone who did a cord-cutting ritual and 3 salt baths. On the 4th day, she woke up and realized she hadn't thought about her ex once. For the first time in 2 years, he wasn't the first thing on her mind. She felt free. That confirmed he'd had work on her. If your situation dramatically improves after spiritual intervention, that's your confirmation. What to do if your ex did witchcraft on you? If you recognized multiple signs and you believe your ex did witchcraft on you, here's exactly what to do. Step 1. Cut all contact. Block them everywhere. No exceptions. Every contact reinforces the spell. Delete their number. Avoid places they go. Complete separation is essential. Step 2. Remove all their items. Get rid of everything they gave you. Gifts, clothing, photos, everything. These items hold their energy and can be used to maintain spells. Throw them away or burn them. Step 3. Do spiritual cleansing. Take salt baths for 7 to 9 days. Smoke cleanse yourself with sage. Pray for spiritual cleansing. Visualize cutting energetic cords between you and them. Step 4. Get professional help if needed. For severe work, consult a root worker, spiritual healer, or religious leader who does deliverance. Some spells are too strong to break alone. Step 5. Build spiritual protection. Pray daily for protection. Wear protective items, evil eye, black tourmaline, religious symbols. Place salt across doorways. Maintain strong spiritual practice. Step 6. Do return to sender work. Light a white candle and pray, any work done on me returns to sender sevenfold. What they sent to me, they now receive. I am free. Step 7. Reclaim your power. Do affirmation work, I am sovereign. I am free. No one controls me. I reclaim my mind, my heart, my life. I choose who I love and who I let go. Step 8. Heal and move forward. Get therapy if needed. Work on the wounds that made you vulnerable. Build self-love. Focus on your future without them. The most important thing is taking action. Awareness without action changes nothing. Use these steps. Break free. Reclaim your life. You now know the 10 signs your ex did witchcraft on you. Can't stop thinking about them. Feel magnetically pulled back. New relationships keep failing. Constant dreams about them. Life fell apart after breakup. You found evidence. Spiritual people told you. Your intuition knows. Your ex shows signs of practicing. Everything changes when you cleanse. If you recognized multiple signs, you have your answer. Your ex likely did work on you. But now you know, and knowing is the first step to freedom. Comment, I am free, to declare your liberation from spiritual manipulation and control. Like this video and subscribe for more spiritual protection content. Share this with anyone who can't move on from their ex, they might be under a spell too. Remember, you are not weak for falling under a spell. These things are real and powerful. But you are strong enough to break free. Your free will is sacred. No one has the right to control you spiritually. Today is the day you take your power back. Start the cleansing process. Cut the cords. Break the spell. And move forward into the life waiting for you. You deserve love that's real, not manufactured by magic. You deserve freedom, not spiritual bondage. You deserve to choose your own path without manipulation. Break free. Stay free. And never look back. Until next time, protect your energy, trust your intuition, and walk in your power.